Okay, what we're going to do is tie the puff emerger. And I'm going to tie it a little differently than the original version because I think it's easier to do this way. The original version, which was kind of clever, was you took part of the puff part and you pulled it back for the shuck, but in actual practice that gets kind of tricky. So I'll take a little bit, just a little bit of this tannish CDC. Oh, and I've had a request to bring in a celebrity narrator for this, so here we go. Take a small amount of CDC. Use the pinch to tie it in. There you go. Well done, lad. Hold it back and spiral the thread down the CDC, money penny, and part way down the bend. And there you go. That's probably about right. Now you can tear this off, you can pinch it with your pinches, or you can cut it if you prefer. There we go. Now we have some dubbing, buoyant synthetic dubbing. We take some of that dubbing and we spin it onto the thread. There you go. Keep it thin and back and it can become fuller and more robust further up the thread so that the body is actually pleasingly tapered. I'm all for that. Alright then, now we wind the thread back, and if all goes well, and we can certainly hope it will, the dubbing will actually connect with the hook about the time we hit the rear of the abdominal area. Now I continue wrapping, or winding rather, up the hook to create the abdomen. You can build that up a little bit if you like. There you go. That's a little bit. So now we take this, trim it off of there. And I want to remind you, I've been brought in here for this occasion under the insistence of a certain Mr. Rick Herfeffele, or Heffafluff. Not sure, actually, on the pronunciation. So now we take this large, full CDC feather and we strip we strip off fibers from one side, and if you want some evenness here, and who does not, you strip them off the other side and then you put them end for end like that. Now you got them mixed together so the ends are, you see what you got there. Hold them down and use the pinch. I'm using a reverse pinch now. That's fine. That's just fine. And you got them tied on there. Get them bound down firmly. Then you bring the thread up around, pull the ends up, bring the thread around a few times, and just those few thread turns will gather the fibers together tightly, like that. There you go, they're gathered tightly. Now spin on some more dubbing. There you go. Wrap some dubbing in front, a little more behind to hide those thread turns. You don't want to be going around showing off your thread turns. That's no good. And you build up the thorax a little bit. Don't like the way that's going. Spin that on there a little more. And leave a little space for the head. That can be a huge mistake. To not leave space for the head. If you don't have space for the head, you can't create a proper head. You need space. Remember, right there, that's space. Now you build a little tapered head. Aye, that's about right. You whip finish the thread like that. There we go. Watch carefully, Moneypenny. I'll show you how to make a whip finish. Then you close that up. Eep. And we're getting close. A little head cement now or later would be a wise thing to do. Right there on the head. Now you bring all this stuff up here and you get a choice to make. You can cut it long a little bit, which probably is best, because then you got it sort of representing wing and legs. And if you cut it too short, it won't look like wing and legs, but it won't hold the fly up quite as well either. Now this is spendy stuff right here, those peculiar fibers, so my advice is hang on to the leftovers. Here we go, we're going to make the cut. Are you ready for the cut? We're going to make the cut now. Here we go. We're all ready. You know, you get only one chance with the cut, so you stroke all this stuff up a bit here, and then you're ready for the cut, and then you're almost going to, you make the cut now. Don't waste your time fooling around. Get in there and make the, so you got to make the cut. All right, here we go. I don't know if I can do it. I did it. And then that's your poof. Right there, it's a poof. And that's really holds the fly up, and it creates the effect on top of possibly legs, but definitely like the shook and the wings and so forth. There you go, Moneypenny. A poof emerger. But I'm no poof myself.